Romans 9:11. Well, verse 11 says, "For the children not yet being born, nor having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but of him who calls." Listen, that verse, nor I had seen it until 2 or 3 years ago. Even in grace, I had not seen it. It was too much for my mind to understand that verse. Being in grace, preaching predestination, when I would read that verse, I would accelerate at full speed, and I would arrive to 22 and verse 23, but 11, I didn't dare stop because I hadn't gotten revelation. This is to say the human mind is too limited. It's a kind of numbness. We are as if asleep. So then in that verse, it says there that the baby is inside the mother's belly, and God decided that he is saved, and he had not yet been born. Is that what you understand with me? The baby is where? It's in the belly. Yes, because it said they had not yet been born, nor they had done evil nor good. So that God's purpose, God's what? Purpose according to what? Election. So where is free will there? Because then if it's free will that you are saved by your initiative, then God has no purpose. God stays without a purpose. Well, and listen closely. All the schools of interpretation, all consuls, all schools of teaching, seminaries, all believe in free will. All. They don't believe in the purpose of God. They believe in the free will of man to be saved. And if they are wrong in that, they be wrong in everything else. Because salvation is the foundation of all of this matters. So it says that the purpose is of God, that the baby, it's inside the belly of the mother, and God says that man is saved. But what happens? That he was born in the ghetto, the worst ghetto in the corner, and the young man that's saved, that God decided that he's saved, but since he was born there in the hot corner, he was born in a place where his dad had no money, they couldn't educate him, and the kid learned to steal at the age of 7 years. And God already decided in the mother's belly that he is safe. And the man begins to give problems out there, and a religious one grabs him and says, "The devil!" and calls him a son of the devil because of his falling theology, his false theology. I don't dare call a devil's son anyone. You can't call a son of the devil anyone. Doesn't matter how bad they hadn't done good nor evil. And they think a person can be lost. The kid is in the belly and he's already saved, and they're waiting for him to be born to tell him that he can get lost. In what head can you reconcile that? Or what church can say that you can be lost?